Warning, please do not spread hate to anybody mentioned in this video, including Ashlyn and OG. Thank you. This is Brawl Stars content creator Ashlyn, and I personally and most of the community believe that she was most likely boosted by professional player OG. Well, she did recently reach pro rank, but a lot in the community have speculated that she may have been boosted, and today I'm going to be going over all the evidence for both sides. First off, let's just say this right out the gate. Ashlyn is a great Brawl Stars player, and I want that to be made incredibly clear, but I do not think she is good enough to be pro rank, and most of the evidence against her is just too strong to ignore. Let's start off by looking at by far the most damaging evidence. If you look as he's changing accounts at slot number 4, you will see Ashlyn's account. This was recorded all the way back during Power League, but it does also mean that at some point, Ashlyn was being boosted by OG. I'm not necessarily 100% saying that she still is, but at one point, OG was playing on her account. This is a clear break of terms of service and could have gotten both Ashlyn and OG's accounts terminated. The second piece of evidence that backs up that Ashlyn may be boosted is the fact that she has never streamed any of her games to pro rank, and she hit it in a weirdly short amount of time, in only about 2 to 3 days from mid-masters too. Now, I'm not saying this feat is not possible for a player, but I will say it is incredibly weird that a player like Ashlyn, who has never really been amazing in ranked, like she's really been a hard-stuck Masters 2, as she says in the clip I'm about to show you.
It's not even like I hit pro rank out of nowhere, like I was a hard stuck Masters player and I just randomly hit pro. My personal best before this was mid Masters 2, so right in between Masters 2 and Masters 3, and I first hit that 5 months ago. And that wasn't even me really trying. I think I started mid-season and I still ended up hitting it. I didn't even play every single day or for that many hours a day. So to improve from mid-Masters 2, almost Masters 3 to pro rank in 5 months, isn't that crazy? I've also streamed those games as well, and I have them also on my channel.
This is just a bit of side commentary, but the excuses that came from her saying that she was mid-Masters 2 genuinely pisses me off. You saying that you only did it for a few days, started midway through the season, only played a couple hours, why is that your peak then? If that's what you were doing, but if you were more committed other seasons, why is that your peak? That was 5 months ago. There is no reason you could go from that then, and then with that being your peak, then come to pro rank this season. That's just not possible. Now, let's get into the other piece of evidence. Ashlyn has not recorded a single one of her games, which, as almost any pro can tell you, is incredibly weird. And her reasoning behind that just felt weird to me, so I'm going to play that to you.
Another thing that people have been questioning is why I don't play some of my games live or on camera. And if you look at my channel historically, I've never really done that. Even my very first videos, my Masters videos, I've always played, recorded, and then done a voiceover after it. It's just literally how I've always done my content. Even some of my ranked videos, I've done that as well, and no one's ever had an issue with it, so I didn't think that it would ever be a problem. And in all honesty, the truth is that sometimes I just play in bed and I don't want to sit at my desk.
Okay, I'll give her credit. I don't think that you have to record all your games, but there are none recorded. She is saying that sometimes she just doesn't want to get her makeup on and stuff, but that can be true. But also, you're not recording a single one. It's not like you're not recording just a couple. There is zero proof of you actually playing any of these games. There are no actual recordings. But as I'm gonna say, we're about to go over something that she claims is an actual recording. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but let's hop right into that one.
Okay, so here's the recording, and I'm sitting there looking at my phone, waiting in matchmaking. I'm just gonna skim through it. I'm not gonna play the entire thing, but I'm just sitting there waiting in matchmaking, fixing my hair, whatever. And this is when we get into draft, and now I'm thinking about the draft. It's literally from my last video. And then I get up a few times to let my cat in. I think I get up so many times. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I was doing, but I get up, and then you can see me scrolling through my brawlers, picking whatever, going through my build also. And then this is the part that you guys see.
this doesn't really prove her point at all. This could just as easily be recorded later, and it's kind of ridiculous to say that this is 100% proof, especially when you did not live stream any of your games. And as we'll go over soon, she did say that she was playing at the same time as OG, which, yes, is possible. I'm not saying she was boosted completely, but I do think at some points that was probably just used to say that she could not be boosted. But first, before we do any of that, I want to go over some pretty damning screenshots from somebody who has played with Ashlyn and who has stated that he also believes OG is the booster. Now, let's look at the bottom right. AFC I Am Mortis is a real pro, confirmed, non-boosted, Matrino winner, pretty reliable player in the community, and he has stated in Discord that he believes Ashlyn was boosted by OG. Now I'm going to show you some pretty damning screenshots of a conversation he had that stated that he thought it was OG playing because how Ashlyn played was exactly like OG. She plays like OG does. This is pretty normal, but it does mean that there might be a little bit more going on. They could just have similar play styles. He has also stated and talked about the fact that she did not record her pro animation, which, as you'll see in a sec, he believes every single legit pro does. And personally, I agree. It's a crazy point for most pros. They're incredibly proud of themselves, and obviously, they're gonna take a nice photo of their pro game. Third, and honestly most important, there is video evidence on the internet, specifically Twitter, of Ashlyn being win traded by OG. Specifically a game where Trunk was picked on Bell's Rock, a non-Trunk map. OG would go up, throw the game to Ashlyn, and helped her progress specifically through that. Now, I could not find this footage because I do not have Twitter, but I'm 100% sure if you went on there, you could locate it relatively easily. I also know that you can see this footage in Swarley's video about the same topic. I would also like to point out that a lot of her time was spent talking about coaching and how that really helped her, which I agree can help you a lot, but parts of her claims were that coaching got her from mid-Masters 2 to Pro, which is just not possible. Coaching can help a lot, and honestly, if she'd hit Masters 3 this season, got a little bit into Masters 3 next season, and then hit Pro the season after that, I would totally believe it. I'd be totally cool with it. I think that was totally legit. But just going from a peak mid-Masters 2 to Pro, I just don't believe it. It just doesn't seem possible to me. Like, in my opinion, I am a Masters 2 player, but the difference between me and a pro rank is the same as the difference between a Diamond 1 and a Legendary 2. There is such a significant difference. Pro ranks are elite players at the game, but a Masters 2 player is great, don't get me wrong, but you're nowhere near pro, and getting from Masters 2 to Pro in one season just seems completely unfeasible to me. Now, I also do not want to completely trash on Ashlyn and act like there is not a chance in the world that she did this legit. I think there is, but in my opinion, I think it's about 95-5. I think there's about a 5% chance that she actually hit Pro, and about a 95% chance that OG was boosting her. But also, if you really want to go over all of her pieces of evidence, I highly suggest watching her video. It goes over her viewpoint, and honestly, you shouldn't just listen to one person. You should look at all sides of an argument, and I don't want to act like I'm the all-knowing person around this subject. I don't. I do not know everything, and she could be completely real. But I do think it seems unlikely, considering the fact that it is proven she has been boosted before. She's a weak-ish player ranked before this, and overall, considering OG as well did not push this season, but Ashlyn made Pro in the same season OG didn't, it just feels really weird to me. I do also need to highly emphasize the fact that Ashlyn was win trading. This is very much true. This is not debatable. Her being boosted is, but she was definitely win trading. And especially considering I Am Mortis said that she played exactly, and I mean exactly like OG, it just, all of the evidence makes me believe Ashlyn was most likely boosted to Pro. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It helps out a lot, and I'll be making more content like this in the future. And comment down below whether you think Ashlyn is boosted or not, and if you think she could ever hit pro legit. And also, huge shout out to my thumbnail artist, Vex Firefang, and everybody in my community for what they've done for me.